Hello everyone. I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I really appreciate all your support and all your messages and comments. I really love it. And in this one I want to speak to you about relationships again, or friendships. And I'm kind of, I guess, little by little figuring out what my perspective on relationships is, or friendships, and perhaps I'm untangling the web of what is going on in my head and what's actually out there in the world, and I'm kind of intermingling the two and trying to understand how they relate to each other. And so I've been noticing that one thing that I really do appreciate when I get into a new friendship or when I meet new people is if they're really antagonistic towards me right away. I'll give you an example to begin at least. So I love tea. I don't know if I ever said this in one of my videos, but I love teas of all kinds. I'm obsessed with tea because I can't drink that much caffeine, but I do like to drink something besides water, and there's so many beautiful medicinal teas out there. So I drink a lot of tea throughout the day, and recently I've started loving this particular tea that's called GABA, G-A-B-A, GABA tea. It's from Taiwan, and it's delicious. It's an oolong. It's just brilliant. I love it. Whenever I drink tea during the day, it's GABA tea. And there is a specific shop in Bali. It's called the Chai Bali. And I've never been there before, surprisingly. I lived here for almost 2 years, and I love tea, and I can't believe I never went to this place. So I went recently to visit to see if I could buy some GABA tea there, because I ran out of my GABA. And the place that I normally get it at is closed, or is closed for a week or so because of holidays. And so I go to the chai, and I walk in and I'm doing my thing, I'm looking around, and there's no one around to help me. So I just there's a person sitting there, and I turn to him and like, can I buy some tea? And he looks at me with this face that is just like, I don't like you, I don't know why you're disturbing me, I don't know why you're in here, I want you to get out right away. That kind of antagonism, like instantaneously rushed towards me. And for a second I wanted to laugh because I was like, I just want to buy some tea, man. And so in any case, he's like, well, what kind of tea do you want? And I'm like, well, I want GABA tea. And he's like, we don't have any GABA tea. And I'm like, all right, cool. Are you gonna get the stock again? And he's like, we don't know when. Oh, I'm like, all right, cool. Obviously you don't want to serve me, obviously you don't want to sell to me. It might be a racist thing because he was Russian, or it might be just the fact that he's too busy. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter to me. And I walked out, and as soon as I walked out the door, I literally started laughing because I was just like, it was just gratifying in a way where I was like, okay, I don't have to pretend with this person. He doesn't like me, and so I don't have to pretend to like him back. And so I really like this, actually. And so I wanted to kind of do a video on it right away because I was thinking to myself, it's so nice when you don't have to dilly-dally and to think about, okay, does this person like me? Does this person not like me? Are they being passive-aggressive? Are they, what's going on here? Clear antagonism, like clear dislike, direct honesty. I love that. I love it. I wish that I had that in every relationship that I have. And so the person could be like instantaneously honest with me and say, no, I don't like you, or I like you, or I like this that you did, or I don't like this that you did, instead of trying to make me figure out or guess, did they like this, did they not like it, I'm not sure, how am I supposed to figure this out? And to like play this guessing game is completely beyond me, not only because I'm too tired to play these games, or like I don't have the energy to be that kind of social person, but also because I usually guess wrong. I always guess wrong, actually. I'm terrible at it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm always guessing, like, does this person think kindly of me or not? I'm always wrong. And, normally in the past when I was younger, I'd always think, I'm sure they like me. Now, my normal reaction is probably they don't like me. That's my first instinct. Like, probably they don't like me. And then if they end up liking me, I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, I can't believe they actually want to be friends with me. Maybe it's just me, but I always try to go the negative route. So when it's positive, it's like a delight. It's like, wow, okay, good, great, they like me, that's awesome. They want to be friends with me, awesome, great. But I really was appreciative of this like direct honesty of like, yeah, I don't like you, I don't want you around, get out of my place right away kind of thing, right? And so I was speaking to an INFJ friend of mine, and she said exactly the same thing as well. She's like, I really love it when you don't have to guess about a relationship. You don't have to be like, well, do they like me? I don't know. Do I like them? What is our relationship? Is it a good relationship? Is it a bad relationship? We don't have to guess. It is clear out in the open that the person doesn't like you and they don't want to be friends with you. They don't want anything to do with you. And that just clarifies the air, it just clears it up, and you can just sit there in complete honesty and in complete peace, because there is no confusion. There is no gray area there. And you're probably sitting there thinking, if you're not an INFJ, what is this girl talking about? But if you're an INFJ, I bet you're saying, yes, I like direct honesty even in this. And we like honesty in all, obviously, aspects of things. And if you don't like us, tell us right away and be like, we will love it. But also, if you like us, please tell us as well, because we are clueless about that. But in general, I really sometimes wish that we could live in a world where we could be just directly honest about everything that's going on with us. Today, you could say, I'm not in the mood to talk to people. I hate people right now, and I just want to be by myself. Or, today I'm in a mood where I just want to be angry and I want to throw things and I hate everyone, even puppies. And that's the kind of mood I'm in, If you could just be honest about this kind of stuff. And maybe you can, but then perhaps you won't have many friends, which is what the whole problem is. But maybe if you don't want friends, you can be honest either way. And that's what a lot of people said in the last video. They were like, I am very honest, but I'm completely lonely as well because I have no one around me. No one appreciates the honesty. And I guess that's the whole problem. That's the kind of world I want to live in, where everything is honest and then it still works. People don't run away from you because you're being honest. I also, sometimes feel like that's one of the reasons why I have a really hard time watching certain soap operas or, watching certain political intrigue shows, like lawyer shows or politics, where there's a lot of like underhandedness, where there's a lot of stuff happening in the background. This person's doing this, but they want this to happen, and they go here and they go here and they talk to this person. There's all this stuff going on. This complicatedness of it really irks me and confuses me, and I can't watch shows like that. Not only do they dissatisfy me because I look at the world and I'm like, this is not the kind of world I will live in, but also because I'm terrible at political intrigue. I'm terrible at playing these games. And so when you want me to play these games, I have no idea what the next step I'm supposed to take. You make a move and I sit there thinking, I don't know, what am I supposed to do now? And so it confuses me. And so a lot of times I don't like watching shows that are related to this kind of stuff, because I'm completely like, what's going on? Why is this person being like this? Why can't we just be straightforwardly honest about it? I don't like you, but this is what I'm going to do in order to get rid of you from my office. Obviously, this is not how it's going to work in real life. But, that's one of the reasons why I can't even watch these shows, because they literally stress me out. Because I'm looking at it and thinking, oh my gosh, how is this person alive? And how are they living? And why do they have to live such a hard life? Why do they have to do so much in order to be alive, in order to move forward in their job or in their career? It seems like such a lot of work. Perhaps that's the reason why I left full-time work and I left the corporate world, because I just, again, could not deal with all of this intrigue, all of this like the work that you have to do in order to build your career, in order to move forward. You have to be like nice to people that you don't like, and you have to hang out with people you don't like, and you have to be nice, rude to people you like. You have to play all these games, and you have to play politics. And again, I'm terrible at it. Politics are the most indirect way of getting at something, and for me, I'm just looking at it and thinking, I don't know why I have to do all this stuff. Why can't you just look at my talents, my abilities, my skills, and the work that I've done till now, and the hard work that I put in, and promote me based on that? No, it's not based on that. It's based on how many friends you have who are supervisors, and how nice you are to them, and how much ass you kiss. Oh, I shouldn't say that. In how much of that stuff you do, like things like that. And I was just thinking to myself, I can't do that. So then I had to leave, right? And so there's a lot of things that in this world right now, like I guess that's one of the reasons why we can't as INFJs play a lot of these games, and that's why we step away and we start hiding in our rooms, is because there's so much stuff going on that we're just sitting thinking to ourselves, this is so complicated, this is so convoluted. Why can't we just be straightforward about it? But no, you can't, because it has to be complicated, because that's the way the world is set up. And, you know, we're just sitting there thinking, wow, I don't want to engage in this. I don't want to spend my time, I don't want to waste my time on this anymore. And so we, you know, disengage from all of these different aspects of our life. We, you know, we leave work, we don't work in these corporate fields. I guess we work on our own, or, you know, we'll do things, all of these things to kind of remove ourselves from these situations. But that means, again, that we're lonely, we don't have relationships, we don't have friendships, we don't have colleagues around us. We're by ourselves most of the day, because we just are not dealing with all these different things that we should be, because it's so complicated and we can't. Also, it confuses us. So I just wanted to share this with you, because I thought it was a really poignant part of what an INFJ, being an INFJ, is all about. And I'd love to hear your stories as well. You know, are you good at political intrigue? Are you good at playing these games? Are you not? You know, what have you done in order to survive in these corporate field? If you are still working, how do you do it? You know, I'd love to hear from you, and I'm sure all of us would love some advice from people who are able to make it as an INFJ in this kind of realms. So yeah, share with us. And again, thank you so much for listening, for watching, and I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.